Lottie.
And I'm George.
It's November and it's getting colder.
And we've got plenty of jobs to do getting ready for winter. Welcome to Matlock Farm Park.
So we're here in the Ark and we're with our donkeys, and I'm with Babs here, and Babs is not too far off from giving birth, as well as in the next pen just next to me we've got Tinkerbell as well, and same with her. They're both similar time and they're just about to drop. We've got another couple of weeks we think, but we're very excited to have some baby foals, some baby donkeys, and they're not showing signs yet. So with the donkeys and most horses, these guys, they haven't given birth, had a baby before, so they'll be showing us signs, so they'll be getting a bit irritated. When we see that, we'll know that we have to keep a good eye on them. So we've got Eddie the farmer up here as well. He's doing night checks to make sure that these guys are all okay, and if they do give birth, he's there on hand if he does need to give them a hand to give birth. And not only that, we've also got a new addition to the farm just over here. We have Rusty, our baby calf. Now then, there's a bit of a story with Rusty. So we got a phone call from one of the local farms, and they told us that Rusty's mother unexpectedly died. So Rusty, the farm wasn't able to bring him up themselves, so they called us and we said definitely we'll bring him up here. And even though he's a little calf, he's a character, he's strong as well, and we're just getting him used to used to the bottle, because it's quite hard to transition when he's been on his mum to go onto a bottle, but he's also getting fed as well. So next time you're up here, come up to the Ark, make sure you say hello to Rusty, as well as the donkeys. I'm sure that they'll love a bit of love, because they're going to be going through a hard time in the next couple of weeks giving birth, but we're so excited to have some new baby foals.
The blacksmith here today, the farrier. We use a mobile farrier for our horses here, and comes up to the farm park about every 3 to 4 weeks. Each horse gets shod around every 6 to 8 weeks, so they fit into that pattern. Pip here is due to have his front feet done, so he has shoes on his front feet and he doesn't have shoes on his back feet, so his back feet just get trimmed. So the first thing the farrier is going to do is take Pip's shoe off. So he'll remove the nails from the feet and then remove the shoe. So once the shoe's off, he's going to clean the hoof out, and then he'll trim around the foot. This is just like a human cutting their nails. So as you can see, Pip's not flinching, so he can't really feel that. And then the rasp is just going to smooth around the foot. This is so when the new shoe is fitted, it's nice and flat for it to fit to. The shoes that go on for us are put on hot. So in the back of the van, they do have a mobile forge. So once the shoe's out of the fire, they'll shape it on the anvil, and then they'll fit it to Pip's foot and make any adjustments that they need to make. So he's just feeling around the edge now to make sure that it's fitting to the foot and the foot's not overhanging in any way. And then he'll just trim round where the clip's going to go at the front. We then nail the shoe onto the horse's foot. Again, you'll see that this doesn't hurt the horse. Pip won't flinch while he's doing this. Farrier takes around 6 years to train to do. The horses do have a really, really fine wall where the nail has to go into, so they're training to get the nail into the right place. And once the nail's gone in, it'll come out the foot on the other side, which you'll see shortly, and they just take the end of the nail off to make sure that obviously that doesn't scratch the farrier or the horse in the process. The next process is clenching up, so where he's tapped the nails in from the underneath of the shoe, they come out on the hoof. These will be in a fairly straight line across the front of the hoof. And they're now just going to be clenched down, so they're nice and smooth against the wall of the foot. This also makes them really tight, so the shoe's tight on. So having the farrier in is all part of our routine of looking after the animals and caring for them. Earlier this week, George spent the afternoon with our vet doing TB testing.
Hi guys, George here, and we're in the Ark, and it's a very special day for the cows today because they're having their TB results. So TB, for you guys who don't know, is tuberculosis, and all farms across the country have to be tested regularly. For us up in this area, we are every 6 months. So these guys came into the Ark 4 days ago, and we have the vets come, and what they do, I don't know if you can see just on the side of Angus's neck here, he's had it shaved where his hair is, and he's had 2 injections, okay? So those 2 injections is a skin test, and today, 4 days after he's had those injections, the vet is going to come up and check if there's any lumps on. And if there is any lumps on, that means he has reacted and he's got TB. But from what I feel now, he hasn't got any lumps, so they're all okay. Right, the vet's they've all been checked up, and thankfully they've not got any TB. So now we're going to be getting them out, and I'm sure they'll be excited, and we're going to be recording him running into the field. Okay, so we've got Merry here, one of our old boys. He's around 30 years old now, and we're moving him into the Ark. Just keep a closer eye on him as he's getting on. We're going to take him into the Ark. I'm also going to show you the other animals which I'm having to put in there as well, because Matlock, it's a cold place up here. So then, come on then Merry, let's go. So as well as Merry coming in here as well, we've also got our emus. Obviously the emus are from Australia. It's not quite like Matlock, so they come in here through winter to keep warm, and as well as the rheas as well, and the rheas are from South America, so not like Matlock as well, it's a lot warmer over there. So they're the 2 main priority when it comes up to here, because they're the ones which are from the hottest climate. But we've also got the donkeys and the young calf and an alpaca as well. Just keep a closer eye on him. Go on then Mary, we're going in our pen. Good lad. So Merry, because he's an old boy, he's around 30 years old now, we have to soak his food as well because he hasn't really got many teeth as well. So if we did give him hard food, he wouldn't be able to chomp on it properly, and he wouldn't be able to get that right nutrition. So we've got him in here now, we can keep a close eye on him as well, and he prefers it in the Ark as well because it's nice and warm through the evenings. Right, on to the next job.
So to get ready for winter, one of the jobs we have to do is to get our tortoises ready for hibernation. So I've got my box ready, I'm going to go in and we're going to meet Tush. So it's really important to know when your tortoise is ready to hibernate. So you have to keep an eye on their weight, so making sure that you weigh them regularly through both the summer and the winter months, and so that you know exactly what their correct weight is. So once you've weighed them and you're happy that they're at the correct weight to go into hibernation, then you kind of gauge whether they're starting to slow down a bit, and then you basically stop feeding them for 4 weeks. So for 4 weeks you take the food away, you keep an eye on the weight, making sure they're not dropping too much, and then after the 4 weeks, as long as they're still nice and healthy, then we get ready to pop them in for hibernation. So Tush here, she's 90 years old, and she is just about ready. So you'll notice she's slowed down a lot, she's not eaten for the 4 weeks, and so she is ready to be popped in her box, and we make sure it's double layered, so it's one box inside another. We've also got straw in between our layers to keep it nice and insulated, because although we want our tortoises to stay cold over the winter, we don't want them to get too cold and to freeze. So we need to make sure they've got a bit of padding in there, so the box is nice and full of straw as well to keep her nice and comfortable, so she can have a nice snooze. So we pop her in the box with all the straw, we cover her up, make sure she's nice and comfortable in there and well insulated. And then we close her up, we don't seal it, so we make sure there's gaps all the way around. Okay, so Tush is all ready to sleep the winter away. So we're going to take her off and she'll see you all in the spring.
So I started volunteering here for about a year, and then it turned into part-time job, and all my experience with horses started from here. So I learned everything here. First we bring the horses up, we tack them up, brush them, make sure they're all looking clean and tidy, and teach lessons with them and lead children having lessons, because quite a lot of them haven't been on a horse before, so it's quite special for them. So yeah, it's a nice thing for us to see and them to experience. So the best bit about the farm park will be all the animals, because they've all got their own personalities and their own quirks. So my favourite animal would be a horse, and this is Rue, so she's my favourite animal here. So I ride her a lot whenever I get the time, and yeah, she does anything you put in front of her, and everyone loves her, so staff and public.
Guess what? It's finally happened. Our baby donkeys have finally arrived. So just over here, we have Tinkerbell and her young foal, a baby Jenny donkey, which is a girl, and her name is Pixie. Come on, Pixie, you gonna head over? Oh, I think she's not bothered. Tinkerbell's more bothered about getting stroked, aren't you? But not only do we have Pixie, on the opposite side, we have Jet. And Jet is a baby Jack donkey, which is a male donkey. See, so Jet was born around 3 a.m. in the morning. We had Eddie, the farmer, who was here on hand to look after Babs and make sure that she delivered Jet properly, as well as Pixie, and Pixie was born at 6:30, and Eddie was here as well to make sure that she was okay in foaling. So it just goes to show that farming job is 24/7, and luckily Eddie was here to make sure that they were both okay. So next time you're here, make sure you come say hello to our new baby donkeys, Pixie and Jet.
So we're all bedded down for winter, the animals are in the ark, nice and cosy, all the horses have got the rugs on.
Yeah, and how gorgeous are those little donkey foals, George?
Oh, beautiful, eh?
Absolutely
Jet and
stunning.
Pixie.
Yeah, they're real favourites down here at the farm park. So now we've got Christmas to start thinking about.
I know, Santa's coming to town.
He is coming to town and he's coming to Martlot Farm Park. We've got loads going on. We've got a breakfast with Santa, Santa's grotto, festive pony rides, Christmas treasure hunts too. So lots to plan there.
No, plenty happening, eh?
Yeah.
So we do hope we all see you soon at Martlot Farm Park.